Mary Pierce being elected and accepted to be in the USTA Florida Hall of Fame. Now, in my opinion, Mary Pierce should be in every Hall of Fame.
Right from the beginning, you could see that she was somebody that really wanted to get good at tennis.
She went all the way up to top 3 in the world.
She's a giving person. She's a tender person. She has passion. And Mary is a happy young lady.
So I hit my first tennis ball in Florida. I was 10 years old, and it was at the Seminole Lake Racquet Club. And I can remember, just like if it was yesterday, being on that court. I can see the court, I can still see it, I can see the net, I can see, you know, the coach there just standing and hand tossing me the ball to hit it over the net, and the kids in front of me would just swing the racket and they wouldn't even hit the ball. And he tossed me the ball and I hit it over the net and in the court. And the coach kind of looked at me and he said, "Who told you to come on this court?" I said, "Oh, well, the lady in the pro shop." "No, wrong court." So he told me to go to another court. So I went to a second court. After a few minutes, the coach said to me, "Who sent you here?" I said, "Well, the coach over there." He's like, "No, wrong court. You need to go over there." So I went to a third court. And when I finished, that's when Kevin, who's the head pro there at the club, came to me. And he says, no, how many years have you been playing? And I said, "Well, it's my first day." And he says, "Okay, I want you to come back tomorrow with your parents."
As a 10, 11-year-old, within a couple years, she was a nationally ranked player. And the rest for her is where she is now as a Grand Slam winner.
Funny thing is that I wanted to be a pediatrician and I loved school. And I wasn't doing any sports and I wasn't interested in sweating at all, because growing up in Florida, it's very hot, it's very humid, and I just didn't want to be outside sweating. And then I just started playing tennis. My father took me to the Harry Hopman Tennis Academy in Bardmore when Mr. Hopman was still alive. I believe I was probably 11 years old. And I trained there, and then when Mr. Hopman passed away, the Harry Hopman Academy moved to Saddlebrook, and that's when I started working with Alvaro.
She was a hard worker at that age. She was the first one in the morning, the last one in the afternoon. She was working every day, all day long.
You know, I just loved it, and he just worked so hard, and you know, definitely helped me to be the player that I was, for sure. You know, Nick is great. I went there the first time when I was 13 years old and trained there for a little bit. And pretty much from 18 years old until really much the rest of my career, that was always like home base, you know, for me and in America when I had tournaments there, and just coming back always, you know, back home to Bradenton and at the academy.
I said, "Mary, I will stay with you until you can stand on your own feet and not look to the stands for help." It happened. And before the finals of the Australian Open, I said, "Mary, I'm leaving you." She said, "Why, Nick?" "Because you can stand on your own 2 feet."
You know, winning your first Grand Slam tournament is always so special. It's very difficult to put into words what you feel, because it is years and years and years of hard work, you know. And all of that pain, all of that suffering, all of those difficulties, all of those hours, all of the sweat, all of the tears, I mean, everything that just went into it, all of those years, and that one moment, you know, finally when you've won that championship point and you just, you know, raise your arms up in the air and you've done it, it's like, I can't believe it, you know, I did it. And it's just an amazing feeling. It's the ultimate accomplishment for a tennis player. To win the French Open, I did it in singles and in doubles the same year with Martina Hingis. It was just amazing. I mean, it's the best, proudest moment of my tennis career. I'm very honored, and I'm very privileged, and I'm very proud of being in the USTA Florida Tennis Hall of Fame. It means a lot to me, and I've worked very hard, and you know, Florida definitely has a special place in my heart.